I think, first of all, let me address the quotas directly. I think when we have quotas, what we have found, and research shows that it's actually not necessarily encouraging for women who get in through a quota system, because they start to doubt their own confidence. And so while from a policy standpoint or a regulation standpoint, having targets actually helps to make progress, right? So I think that's where you do see some positive aspects of having some targets. But I think to bring someone in just because you have a quota actually is may end up undermining the individual's confidence, because they wonder, am I here on my own merit and what I'm able to do, or is it because you need the numbers? So I think, first of all, that's the challenge with having quotas. So what do you do? How do you not have the quotas? I think it's really changing the approach. And so one thing I would say is that it is harder and it takes longer to find women in STEM careers. They are there, right? But because it's a smaller number, if you are a hiring manager, to understand that you could fill the role quickly, but it might take you a little bit longer to try to find women, right? And so to be patient and to be willing to take the time, right, to find that. Here at Google, one of the other things we try to focus on is creating an internal environment and culture that is much more inclusive, right? So looking at our practices, looking at how we promote, looking at the different criteria that we use. Sometimes there's some unconscious bias in the system, and you may find that your processes tend to favor, not because you want it that way, but they inadvertently tend to favor maybe more men. And so taking a look at how do you equalize some of that. And then the final thing I would say is it's a long-term game, right? That it's going to take a longer time. I think quotas can again sort of have the effect of seeming to address the problems quickly. But if you really want to do this while still building up the confidence and having everyone trust in the process, it will take longer.